Hello, fellas. It's time for the it's time for the Division 2. Sorry, I didn't have my coffee yet. There we go. That's the sound of me opening my coffee. I've got a Starbucks Frappuccino. It's the little glass ones. Not like the from Starbucks, it's the glass ones. Anyways, I am looking forward to it though. Looking forward to drinking a little coffee, having a little morning chat. And of course, as usual, this follows by Sunday rules. Now, Sunday rules are a little bit different from our normal rules for our stream. I dedicate about an hour to streaming, and I vibe out the rest, depending on how I feel stream is going, how I'm feeling personally. A mix of those two things kind of determines whether or not how long exactly stream will be. So, but I am dedicated to about an hour. There we go. This is what I would be doing anyways on my Sunday. If not streaming, I would definitely just be here hanging out. So there's not really much more to say about that.
Priority objective available.
But right now, I'm just hanging out. I'm just wanting to get a little bit of grinding done. For Gunner Stage 2, I need to neutralize Lieutenant Kelly in the Air and Space Museum. Interesting. Let's, should probably get that started. Air and Space Museum. Now, where? There we go. It's right here. I'm getting a little better at just guessing where things are. So yeah, let's do it. I'll just head over there, start some matchmaking. And we'll just see where to go from there. I am liking my build a lot, though. I'm kind of liking the outfit, too. It's not like my best work, but I don't know. It's like, to me, this outfit's not overdone. It's like just right, you know? Very, very simple. Very, in a good way. You know, sometimes the simple things in life are the best. You know what I mean? Anyways, let's just get in there. We'll probably gain some people as we go through the mission, so I'm not too worried about being understaffed for the mission. We should be okay. I was playing a bit of Siege this morning. I lost the first game. I rage quit. I briefly loaded the Division, and then I was like, I don't really know why I'm going to load the Division if I'm going to play it in like 20 minutes. So then I went back to Siege. And then we won somehow. So Siege has been a bit of a mixed bag for me. I have fun when I'm not being matched with the sweatiest people alive. I've kind of accepted the way Siege is at this point. I find that, like, for every so many wins, you have a loss. I mean, I guess that's true always, but, like, you have, like, a devastating loss, you know? That, like, skill-based matchmaking thing they have going on. I find that if I take too many wins, it'll bring me all the way up to, like, a higher skill bracket, and then I get absolutely stomped, and then I have to get put back down again. And I've kind of... It's something that I'm not, like, a huge fan of. It's a large... Well, I was gonna say it's a large portion of the reason why I don't play COD anymore. Which is somewhat true. The other part of that is because it's very... COD is a subscription model in disguise, which is why I don't really play it anymore. But on top of that, the main problem I have with COD is the skill-based matchmaking. I understand the point of it, but I'm just not a big fan. I feel like it just kind of... I don't know. Sometimes I think of it as a necessary evil, and other times it's like... It's one of those things, a necessary evil, but it's not fun. You know? Which is why I like games like Battlefield.
System curtailed.
Man, like Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4 era was so fun. Battlefield 5 was okay. 2042 was fun.
System back online.
And then 6, I'm kind of boycotting 6. As I understand, like every time Battlefield 6 appears on my Reddit feed, it's always a complaint.
Local area network detected. Check any terminals or laptops you find.
I can't really remember the last time I saw a post from the Battlefield subreddit appear on my feed that wasn't negative. It's almost always like, I can't believe there's so little maps, walls that should be destructible or not, check out this AI generated art, I can't believe it. And I don't know, I guess with that being said, it kind of makes me feel like, while I do love Battlefield, I think the thing I'd take the most issue with is AI art. Because some of it, well, AI art in general I have an issue with. But second to that is...
Asymmetric encryption protocol detected.
Second to that is lack of maps. Like, I really like The Division because it's like... Yeah, you replay maps, but like... The maps are really well done. And there's a lot of them. So it's not like... And the enemies can be different too, so it's not like I'm doing the exact same thing over and over again, you know. But Battlefield 6, I'm sure I would get tired of the same 3 maps. And I heard one of the maps is so unliked that people will leave the game if it's like next in the queue. So, I guess with that being said, like, maybe I'll pick it up for like $20. And you might be thinking to yourself, Taku, it just came out. When will it be $20? Let me tell you. 2 years. Roughly. That's my guess. I find that when it comes to EA games, they do go on sale. To me, EA games are generally like
75% complete.
They're
Connection remotely terminated.
they're very greedy in the beginning. They're high quality and like ultra greedy at the beginning. But if you wait a few years, you'll get the full finished product for a reasonable price. But if you want it early, it's going to be unfinished, buggy. So overall, not really great. Time. But Battlefield games, like, they're on sale for like, what, like 90% off at this point? Aside from the most recent, but, you know what I mean? And I understand that, like, when it goes that deep on sale, it's probably the player base is pretty low, but, you know, I mean, I'm not really in, like a rush to play it regardless, you know? Even if I never play it, it's not the end of the world, so. Doesn't matter to me. Doesn't matter to me.
Of a supernova. While no other planet, our solar system sustains life. But the building
Dang.
blocks that allowed organisms
Dude,
to
I was
evolve
playing
from
Retaliation for like
complex living
a
beings
whole
you and
hour and a half straight yesterday.
nothing more than the
Last
ash
night.
of dying stars like
I just put on a YouTube video and I was just grinding through Retaliation. Let me tell you, it was a interesting time. Let me hold on. Actually, you know what? I should probably practice my keyboard and mouse since I have this opportunity to do so. Let's check it out. Go. I had this dream last night. I was living in a Metal Gear game. It was so awesome. I know that's not really relevant to anything we're doing here, but man, What a fun time. Okay. I'm just gonna take a quick look through my skills here. I'm honestly just like scrapping or donating for expertise. All the stuff that I'm not actively using. Which to me makes sense. I don't know if that's like really what I should be doing with all this stuff, but I have so much stuff in this game. Oh, there we go. I pick up so much random stuff that it's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it otherwise. I'm not gonna wear it, you know? Some stuff is just not worth wearing. Okay. I think that should be good. I can upgrade these too. There we go. I haven't done this. Oops. I haven't done this with my keyboard and mouse yet. But I'm trying to prioritize weapon damage, total armor, and reload speed. I think those are, in my personal opinion, I hear like the first thing you want to prioritize is crit. And I hear that. I understand the reasoning. But I'm gonna do what I want to do. Oh, that's right, the capacitator.
Incoming backup request.
I got a capacitator from Mouse the last time we played. Me. Dang. You know, it's a good thing this button is soft. Ah. So satisfying. Nice. Nice. I haven't really started to, like, build a really good set yet. But we'll get there. I mean, the set I have right now is okay. The armor is not super great, but everything else I kind of like. What am I doing? Expertise junk. Okay. And then anything else, we will just deconstruct. There you go. Like, it's like decluttering my storage. Okay. So off stream, I have been getting more and more back into Gates of Hell. I was thinking about whether to do that today, but I kind of want to play The Division, so that didn't really happen today. I'm just gonna disregard these. Instigator, what is this? Dang, destroying a weak point grants plus 32% weapon damage for 15 seconds. Not bad. I'm gonna disregard it. I'm gonna get rid of it, but pretty cool. It was cool for the 0.2 seconds I had it. Well, that's pretty cool. 15 weapon damage. Armor regen, not bad. Is that almost max? I feel like that's almost max. Let me check. Oh, wrong button, sorry. Let me check that real quick. Is that max? It's almost max. I'll take it though. We'll take it. Yeah. It has cool weapon damage, but I'll just... The stat increase is more important to me. That... I'm just recycling at random. Like, I'm trying to build my library first before I really start thinking about, like, I guess my thought is that what's the point of me thinking about how I'm gonna... Well, that's pretty cool, actually. This is actually a perfect roll. I mean, look at that. It's got max armor, full status effects, and full health. I almost recycled this. That's crazy. And here I was just talking about how I was like, oh, I don't need to worry about, you know, blah, blah, blah right now. This is perfect. It's literally perfect. Wow. Maybe I should take that over. Well, my 15 weapon damage is kind of nice, though. I will definitely be keeping that, but wow, I really almost just, like, trashed a perfect roll. That's crazy. We will recycle the other ones, though. Anyways. Wow. That's, You know, I don't know if this is a thing, but I wonder if it's possible to, like... I think ideally what I would like is for items I pick up to automatically just get cycled for parts unless it has 2 or more perfect rolls. 2 out of the 3 being a perfect roll. I know how, like, maybe silly that might sound, but I mean, that's ultimately what I'm gonna do, you know? That's ultimately what I'm aiming for. If it doesn't have perfect... if it doesn't have at least 2 of the 3, then... You know, what's the point of keeping it? Unless it's a gear set. The gear set, I'm putting them together for the sake of... for the sake of the buffs I get from putting them together. But aside from that... You know, kind of useless. Anyways, welcome into Mandy. Welcome in. Welcome into Patriot. Nice dino nuggets. How are you guys? How are you, Mandy? Long time no see, Mandy. Are things well with you, Mandy? And Patriot says, hello, hello, Patriot. Hello, hello. Sorry, I was getting so distracted. I was venting about... Or not venting. I was monologuing about... Check this out. Check it out. Now, I don't know whether this means anything to you guys, but this is a perfect roll. This is a perfect roll. Do you know statistically how impossible this perfect roll is? It's impossible. I'm just kidding. It's not impossible, but it's very perfect. So, generally speaking, like you can see this one, right? Or, that's a bad example. You see this one? This range pack? It's got 15% weapon damage. It's like glowing because it's a perfect roll, right? Perfect roll. Armor regen, perfect roll. The headshot damage is almost a perfect roll. However, check it out. This one. Perfect, perfect, perfect roll. Amazing. Truly amazing. And these are not bad rolls either. Oh, 10% armor on kill. Maybe I should aim for that. But, the only kind of downside is that it's not weapon damage. I kind of like having higher damage. But the armor is pretty decent, so not bad. Armor and health. So this is kind of like a tank build. But we love when that happens. So true, Mandy. So true. And Patriot says, I hope you're hungry. I offer dino nuggets. I actually didn't eat this morning. I thought to myself, should I eat? And then I thought to myself, maybe my family will make something. Sometimes they don't. So I didn't eat anything. I'm rolling the dice. I'm hoping that someone IRL realizes that I'm hungry and brings me food. And if not, I'm starving. So. But anyways, when Mandy says things are okay, how are you? I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm just hanging out, playing some Division, chatting. Glad to have you here, Mandy. I'm just chatting today. You know how it is. Sundays, the chat stream, which is kind of funny because Division is like Monday and Wednesday at this point, so it's practically the same thing. Same thing as a Monday or a Wednesday stream. But anyways, Patriot says, hold up, Taku. That's a flamethrower. It is. It is. This is my special signature weapon. And you found some Division players. Have you, Patriot? Have you now? Through playing the Division? Or through streaming? Or through finding people on stream? Mandy says, Dub, we love when that happens. And are you hungry? Yes. Very. Ah, shoot, I forgot to take my Metamucil. Sound like an old man. But forgot to take my Metamucil. The Metamucil is supposed to, like, help my body slowly digest stuff. And I find, I don't know if it's just like, you know, it's like a, what do you call that? That effect where you think something's supposed to happen, so it does. I don't know if it's that, but as I understand, it's supposed to make you digest things slower. And the problem with me is that whatever I eat, like, goes straight to my bloodstream so fast that I will, like, pass out. So, like, not literally, but I feel really, really tired if I eat sugar. So lately I've been taking Metamucil to kind of, like, I haven't really cut the sugar, but I've been taking Metamucil so that the sugar digests slower, so that I don't feel like I'm ready to take a nap the moment I eat a piece of chocolate, you know? So, anyways, I'm drinking this Frappuccino, and I forgot to eat my Metamucil, so. Patriot says, no, let's just say I meet people on stream. Do you want me to try and share your handle to them? Sure. Sure. Actually, even better, if they're looking for a clan, here, check it out. Taku Tetra Twitch. Let them know. They can be part of the TTT, if you will. But Mandy says, OMG, coffee, I'm hungry too. Thank you, Taku, I forgot about coffee. That is what I need. Yes! Go and eat. Consume your coffee, Mandy-chan. Consume your coffee. I highly recommend the coffee. I need to... I don't want to use my keyboard and mouse. I like using my keyboard. It's so nice, but the keyboard and mouse controls, I can't. I need controller. It's just painful to use keyboard and mouse. I'll learn one day, and I'm sure one day I'll be, like, fine and happy and prefer keyboard and mouse, but right now, no. Right now, absolutely not. I will take a hard pass. Why did they only spawn after I left? Strange. But Patriot says bet. Thank you, Patriot. I appreciate you helping me to meet people. And Mandy says, one of my favorite things when I forget coffee... One of my favorite things is when I forget coffee exists and then suddenly I remember. Ah, yes. Mandy needs, like, a coffee exists poster on her wall. Did you know coffee exists? Did you know? Have you ever put coffee in your Ninja Creamy? You ever thought about that? Is that even possible? Could you, like, put in vanilla something, like vanilla ice cream something, and coffee to make vanilla coffee ice cream, perchance? Actually, I don't know if it makes sense to put ice cream maker. But anyways, tomato, I guess. But Mandy says, it feels like finding $50 in your pocket. Oh, money. Nice. And no, I haven't, but people do that. Coffee ice cream. Yes, coffee ice cream. Delicious. Delicious. So, I think I'm in the clear to say this. I think Giggles would be alright with it, but... So, Giggles was telling me that she had recently undergone a training for her new job. I don't know if,
Martian exploratory
I don't know how much she's okay with me revealing. I'm sure she's fine, but she's undergoing training for her new job, and in her new job's training, she is undergoing like a taste test for restaurant menu items. And dude, it looks... I looked up the restaurant. It looks so good. It looks so good. I'm a little jealous. I mean, not jealous enough to go like quit my job and work there, but I'm happy where I'm at. But man, getting to taste test food would be so good. You know how cool of a job that would be. Wow. Amazing. But yeah, she did get a new job. I didn't ask her about, oh, hold on. Does she get a discount for family and friends? And no, her job is is managerial, I guess you could say. Sort of. But in the new restaurant she's working at, she has to know the menu items. So she's undergoing like taste testing right now to try to like keep a mental and possibly physical note of her the foods and whatnot. So Patriot says, Taku, I'm gonna tell you, it's a network of small streamers. They might pop in. Thank you, Patriot. Thank you. Yes, I'm trying to do a little more networking lately. I'm trying to be more social. Like, I didn't really have a New Year's resolution originally, but I'm trying to make this my New Year's resolution, and I'm trying to stick to it.
Data corrupted. Damn it. Guess we keep looking.
It's kind of uncomfy, but it's also kind of nice. It's like, you know when you jump into a pool for the first time, and it's like super cold and unpleasant, and you just want to get out? But then after you've been in there for like 20 minutes, it's like, oh, you know what? Actually, it's kind of fun. It's like that. Socialization and meeting new people makes me uncomfortable, but I want to do it. So I think my ideal self is outgoing. So we're gonna find a way to work up to that.
Maybe you'll find a terminal there.
I think this is what I want for myself. It's not gonna be pleasant getting there, but hopefully I'll become numb to it, and then it'll stop being uncomfy and be comfy after a while. You know, like Giggles likes meeting new people. She doesn't feel uncomfy about it. Like I would say that like I used to feel kind of intimidated by the prospect of meeting new people when I first started streaming, and now, like on stream, if someone new chats, it doesn't bother me in the slightest, you know? But I think it's because I've been doing this for so long that like I'm not bothered, and I'm kind of hoping that like meeting new people, like not in my own chat room, I feel that's what's uncomfy for me right now, but I'm hoping that by doing it enough, it's going to be not uncomfy. We'll see. We'll see, though. Anyways, but Mandy says, honestly, it could be done. It would just need to be brewed, then cooled, then frozen with other ingredients in the pint. Ah, nice. But I don't know if she gets a discount for family and friends. I gotta ask her. But it's basically her whole job, like management. But amazing, big boss giggle. So true. And Mandy says, I forgot I bought vegan toasted marshmallow creamer for my coffee. This is the greatest day. Nice. And nice analogy, but the pool, not gonna lie, meeting new people is hard, man. It is. It is. I think, I don't know. Like, I've had a lot of changes over the years of streaming. And I don't even know where to start with this story. Hold on, I gotta turn my AC on. It's getting hot. I don't know. I think that, like, not meeting new people is very cozy. But that's not...
Finish mopping up these assholes and let's see what we can find.
I guess cozy is what I wanted for myself. But now I'm like... I don't know. Like, being outgoing is where I'd like to be. And being cozy while it's nice is not gonna get me there, I guess. So I guess that's kind of where I'm at with that. It is hard, though. It is hard to meet new people. It's very hard. Mandy says I prefer to stick with the people I already know. And I'd say, yeah, I totally get you. I get you. To each their own. To each their own. But yeah, I'm trying to find, like, a good balance, I guess. I kind of feel like I need some work socially. My socialization is all over the place, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it. This year is the year of networking and socialization.
Check out the server just to be sure.
Networking for stream. Socializing for me. Socializing is for me. So.
Reformat cancelled. Detect data.
It is nice to...
10%.
Oh, did I actually take out the...
Data you were able to recover to our tech
What?
guys just in case.
Neutralize Lieutenant Kelly in Air and Space Museum. I just did the whole mission. What? What? I don't know what to say about that. But are you trying to transition from introvert to extrovert? I don't... Yes and no. Yes and no. Like, I think at heart I'll always be introverted. But at the very least, it would be nice to not feel so uncomfortable about, like, talking to new people, like, through, like, voice or game chat or whatnot. That's something that I'm kind of like, I don't know. And I guess the other thing, one of the things that, like, I think this is kind of my, like, OCD. So I was talking about my OCD. Oh, Patriot says, I'm a lurkin. No worries. No worries. I hope you enjoy your lurk, Patriot. Life situation? Okay, understandable. Hope you enjoy your lurk. I hope your life situations go good. Good luck. Yeah, good luck, Patriot. Good luck, good luck. But I think you'll like this topic, Mandy. I was thinking about my my OCD and whatnot, and I briefly touched on this before, but like my old OCD therapist, we had talked about my OCD and kind of figured out that my OCD themes tend to gravitate around morality and irreversible consequences, I suppose. So, like, anything my mind gets stuck on. Oh, Patriot says, thank you, I'll explain later in Discord. Alright, Patriot. Sounds good. Good luck. Good luck. Anything that has to relate between well, with morality and irreversible consequences, I find that's where my mind gets stuck on. Like, I get, like, really anxious and, like, think about it constantly, and you know, OCD being an obsession with a compulsion, you know? I feel like I obsess over, like, whether something is, like,
We need to
moral,
figure out what they're doing here. See if you can find any intel on their operation.
moral, and whether something is irreversible, I guess.
Seems like these guys are salvaging and repurposing anything.
Where was I going with this?
Crafty bastards. I'll give them
I
that.
don't remember where I was going with this. Hold on, I gotta think. Where was I going with that? You don't know? Oh, okay. I remember. Thank you, Mandy. I remember. So one of my, like, worries when I first started streaming is that me existing online could potentially, like, alter other people's lives in a negative way. And I would obsess over the idea that, like, or my mind would obsess over the idea that, like, if I said something wrong, that someone's life, I could change the direction of someone's life in a negative way, which would be a mix of immoral and irreversible. Which is, I guess, kind of the reason that I was like, I think when I first started streaming, I mean, I was kind of like, oh man, if I say something wrong, what would happen to somebody else's life, you know? But then I think it's a little silly, because it's like, you could say that about, even if you weren't streaming, you know, you could just be like, I don't know, hanging out with your friends at, like, a coffee shop, and you can say, like, oh, I think instead of engineering, you should go into psychology, or something, I don't know, and then suddenly someone's major changes, and then their whole life gets changed, you know? I guess, I don't know what I'm trying to say. There was a third point that I was gonna, like, bounce off of with that, but I don't remember where I was going with that. It's fine, whatever. I didn't have lunch, so it is what it is. But you understand. You know what I mean. But Mandy says, I don't think the responsibility fully lies with you, Taku, in those situations. Like, yeah, but I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just so worried about, like, being responsible for it. Or was, I guess. I'm not, like, as worried about it nowadays. And whenever I do worry about it, I try to treat it as an irrational thought. But, you know. But if they change their major, that's on them mostly. Yeah. I'm trying to find a good balance. I feel like I feel like
Keep moving. We need to clear the next one.
I feel like nice. Sorry. My sister just sent me a text. She was like, we're picking up pizza, don't eat anything. Ah. See, rolling the dice worked out well after all. Dreams do come true. So true, Mandy. So true. So true. But, yeah, going back to what I was saying, though. Mandy says people are grown-ups and can make their own decisions, but I do see what you're trying to say, and I'm sure it's hard to fight those thoughts with your OCPD. It's kind of tough. I don't know. Like, you can delete that shit. Oh, no. I'm talking about it. It's no big deal. Also, I don't think I have... Do I have OCPD? I think my therapist was thinking, like, I definitely have OCD, but potentially OCPD. Oh, welcome in to Ghosty McToes. Thank you for the follow. But no, I think what was happening was that my therapist was like, you have OCD, but you might also have OCPD on top of that. Because I think as she was describing it, she was basically saying, oh, Ghosty McToe says one of your friends promoted you in my server, so I came to drop a follow. Thank you, Ghosty. Give you a follow as well. I'm trying to do a little bit of networking with people that are playing The Division, but welcome in. It's good to see you. Patriot came through. So true. Patriot just went into lurk mode. He's got some things going on IRL. But welcome in, Ghosty. How
Radio intercepted.
are you? Are you winning in The Division? Per chance?
Now beginning to uncover
Mandy
some
says I like your name. Ah, yes. What a beautiful name. Ghosty McToes. I'm about to stream with a friend. Nice. Nice. Very nice indeed.
reaches of space.
Well, if you needed some
Rational to think that our
some backup, I'm glad to join you.
and sustaining life
And I like your badge. Nice. Thank you. I had the name. I like the name. Had it for 17 years now. Let's go. Let's go. All right. But yeah, if you need any backup, no pressure. No pressure at all. But if you need backup,
sustains life.
I'm just chatting today.
That the building blocks
I've got food coming, so I'm not really sure how much longer I'll be. Damn it. I'm not sure how much longer I'll be streaming,
complex living
but I'm gonna try to stream for at least an. Oh wow, I was gonna say I'm trying to stream for at least an hour. It's almost an hour. I do want to keep streaming though. We're on an interesting topic. Me and Mandy are on a very interesting topic. But what was I saying? I was going somewhere with that, with the OCD thing. But we're doing a psychological deep dive today. Yeah. I think one of my big fears is like negatively impacting someone's life, or like trying to like be hyper vigilant about the things that I do wrong and trying to go out of my way to fix it. And it's kind of tough for me currently because I guess my whole life, at least as far as I can remember back since like maybe middle school or something, but I feel like most of my life I've been like hyper vigilant about stuff I do wrong and then going out of my way to fix stuff. And I'm trying to like stop myself from doing that. So, which is tough because it's hard to find a balance between like when I should fix something and when I'm just kind of like it's hard to find a balance between having a healthy mindset of like I should just let things be and also trying not to be an ass. And I feel like if you let something sit, in my mind I'm like, wow, I'm being an ass. And at the same time I'm like, but I need to stop fixing things. You know, I can't be just like I can't be spending my whole life thinking about every single thing I possibly could have said wrong within the last few hours, I guess. But at the same time, it's like, if I don't analyze that, I'm being an ass. But if I do analyze it, I'm feeding into the OCD that like potentially I did something wrong when in reality I might not have even done anything at all. You know? So I'm all over the place today. I didn't have my lunch. But conflicting life philosophies is hard. It's really tough. It's tough. So all this is to say, to bring the point back around, if I'm being an ass, I'm sorry. If in any way I'm being an ass, I'm sorry. I'm trying to find a good way to find when I should just like let things be or when I should do something about, you know? Mandy says I struggle with this kind of thing too. Trying to stand up for myself while not being a PP head is a challenging balance. So true. I get you. I get you. And I think standing up for myself is especially something that I'm generally very non-confrontational. I'm trying to be a little more confrontational, but I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. But Mandy says, it's hard to set boundaries, and it always comes with that level of guilt. So true.
Humanity
So
has
true.
been observing the planets for millennia, but
I
we're
don't know.
only now beginning to uncover
Anyways,
some of their
I don't know. I don't even remember why we're talking, like where we started with that.
Our home
Not that
is not
this is a good topic. I just don't remember why
so far.
why
It's the only planet
why I went down this rabbit hole.
as we know it.
It was something about, I think I started with networking or something and becoming an extrovert. Or not becoming an extrovert, but being an introvert that's okay with
Place capable of
extroverted activity, I guess. I guess I'd consider myself more of like, I think I'll always be an introvert to some extent, but right now I'm an introvert that is uncomfortable with meeting new people outside of stream chat.
while no other planet are
And I want to at least work my way up to being an introvert that is comfortable meeting people outside of stream chat. That's what I'm trying to say.
You have been promoted to group leader.
Oh, my matchmaking worked. There's a Mr. Wheezy is joining us. But Mandy says, Lamau, it's fine though. And you were talking about your goals. Yes, I would like to be a little more outgoing, a little more sociable. Like giving this man a salute. But I don't know. Mandy says I've accepted that. Ooh, I've accepted that I'm genuinely an introvert, but it's a challenge to function in this world as an introvert, so it's important to work on that. I just don't want to. Is my problem. Yeah, I get you. I'm kind of the same. Like I kind of want to, but it makes me uncomfy to work on it. But yeah, you really can barely thrive in this world as an introvert. I somewhat agree. I think that, like, I think at least to speak in terms of, like, socially, I feel like it's hard to thrive as an introvert. You know? Right now, like, the thing that I'm really, like, tough about in real life, I have a really hard time, is small talk. If you talk to me in real life, like IRL, and I'm not playing a game, and you're just like staring into my eyes as I like try to look my gaze away because I'm afraid of eye contact. If you were just, you know, standing in front of me like talking about stuff, like I can talk business just fine, but I cannot do small talk. Like, how are you today? Oh, yeah, good. I didn't eat lunch. You know, it doesn't work out very well for me. Small talk doesn't, so I don't know, man. But Maddie says, I think the extroverts make it to the top, and I also low-key kind of think, but being nice keeps you stuck. I suppose. Small talk is my purgatory. Eye contact, OMG, no, please. Like, I ever since, like, even elementary school, I've been afraid of eye contact. Maybe not afraid is a little bit strong of a word. I get uncomfortable when it comes to eye contact. I don't like to make eye contact. Whenever I make eye contact, it's like someone else is peering into my soul, and I don't want them looking at me. You know? Don't look at my soul. Don't look at my soul. You know? I think I'd rather them like look at me like standing in my underwear than I would like them looking in my eyes. Okay, maybe that's a bit of an exaggeration, but like, you understand. You know? Anything but the eye contact. But Maddie says, I've always struggled with eye contact. So at work, I go overboard because I'm trying to do what people are supposed to do, but it's uncomfortable. And I can't handle it either. Like, I'm like, the only exception, weirdly enough, is like job, like, not job interviews, but, well, I guess kind of. Like, if I need to be professional, then I can do eye contact, but I very much prefer not to. You know? This makes me uncomfy. Like, I don't even like eye contact with my parents very much. At least not for prolonged periods. You'll maybe get like a second of eye contact, but for the most part, I'm like, I don't wanna make eye contact with you. Respectfully, it makes me uncomfy. But you get me. You get me. You understand. Relatable AF. Yeah. It's a rough world we live in with eye contact.
Recovery team. Link up with them and you'll be done there.
I'm also very easy to throw off track, I feel like. It's very easy for me to lose my groove. If I'm playing a game, it's like, I'm kind of better at it, but like, if I make eye contact with you and I'm thinking about something, I'm gonna lose track of what I'm thinking about. I'm just gonna forget. But could be the love of my life, and I don't know how to make eye contact. It's way too much. I genuinely think better if I can look at anything else. Exactly! It's the exact same way for me. The exact same way for me. Like, Giggles, I'd say, is like among my closest, if not my closest friend. And I've known her for like going on 8 years now, probably. And I cannot make eye contact with Giggles. Oh, that's a friendly. Yeah, even with Giggles, I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to look in your eyes. If it's through like FaceTime or something, it's fine. But if it's like IRL, I'm like, oh. Oh no. But Mandy says the best is when you're close enough with someone that you don't even have to fake it, and they don't care. Yeah, that's Giggles. That's definitely Giggles. She doesn't. I'm very confident she does not care about whether I'm making eye contact. There we go. We finished the research task. Nice. I'm just blocking this guy's shots. All right. Neutralize weight in Viewpoint Museum.
I'd say it's been a pretty good day.
Viewpoint Museum. Viewpoint Museum. Viewpoint Museum. Viewpoint Museum. Viewpoint Museum. Viewpoint Museum. Where the hell is Viewpoint Museum? Why? Why is this so complicated? Oh, there it is. It's right there. Anywho. But how goes it with your soul, Mandy? How has life been? I feel like we haven't got much a chance to talk lately. Is everything going well in your life? Are things daijoubu desu? Or not daijoubu? How are things? I don't know if this Mr. Wheezy guy is going to join this mission. I'm going for it, though. But Mandy says life has considerably improved, but my soul still feels very weary. I don't know how to explain it. So, like, oops. Is this matchmaking still going? I think it is. So life's better, but you're tired on the inside. Is that... I get that. Life's better, but I'm tired, boss. Overall, I have more stability, but I'm still kind of struggling. I get you, Mandy. I get you. I think that's it. I get Well, it seems like life is going pretty well for you. I'm tired, boss. I get you. Me too, man. Me too. But I think it's because I drink too much Monster. I'm trying to like drink maybe like a Monster at once every like 3 to 4 days. Ideally. It's not good for my intestines, let me tell you. It is not good for my intestines. But Mandy says I have less highs and lows, I kind of feel like. And monotone? A lot of the time. It's weird. I get you. Everything is just... Everything's not, like, super great, but it's not super bad. It's just, like, good. And you're tired. The roller coaster era has ended. Now I'm like, what's the point? Are you looking for the next, like, hyperfixation? Waiting for the next Palea? Perchance? Perchance? I feel kind of bad about, like... I remember... I think so, but I'm tired of living from hyperfixation to hyperfixation. Isn't it, like... Isn't hyperfixation the point of life, though? It's what makes me feel alive. I get you. I get you. I'm kind of the same. I just look for the next thing to get excited about. Me buying games that I don't play. But, I feel kind of bad. I was... Like, I briefly remember talking to you about, like, oh, you should check out The Division. But I don't know if I'm going to get into it. And then I proceeded to get super into it. And now it's not on sale anymore. I feel so bad. But, let me tell you. In my defense, when I first started playing this game... When I first started playing this game, like, a month ago, I was like, it's okay. It took me all the way to, like, level 40 before I was like, oh, wait a second. And then I got into it. But Mandy says, I think also, like, the idea that I'll be working for another 40 plus years is starting to drain me, and the idea of getting older. I don't know, man. Life's slipping through our fingers. I think, I kind of feel the same way.
Vital signs critical.
It's a mix of, like... A part of me is like, I don't want to work for 40 years, but at the same time, I'm also like... I don't know. Like, 40 years is... Like, I was thinking about this. Like, with our... At our ages, I'm like, you know, not really sure. I feel like time is so fast, you know? I'm like, if I was alive for the next, like, 50 years, it still wouldn't be long enough, you know? Like, I'm practically uncle status at this point. Not literally, but, like, you know what I mean? It keeps speeding up. Exactly! And I was also saying, like, I know that life is supposed to get faster, like, the more you get, like, older. I know that. I understand the concept. And everyone keeps telling me that. But I'm, like, 99% sure I took, like, some level of, like, genuine brain damage. Or, like, some brain alteration from getting COVID. Because after I got COVID, like, not during COVID years were slow. After I got COVID, time is, like, fast. And only after I got the disease. Or the sickness. You know? During COVID, totally fine. But during COVID years, totally fine. After I got sick, that's when time, like, really sped up. Like, it'll be like nighttime, and I'll be like, oh wow, I feel like it was 2 hours. How's my day ending? You know? It's so weird. I don't know. But I tell people that, and they're like, oh, it's because you're getting old. Like, no, dude. I mean, maybe, I'm sure that's part of it, but, like, I feel like COVID did something to my brain. I've got some like pretty like thick brain fog too. Like my brain fog was already there to begin with. But nowadays I'm like, damn, dude. Fog is thick. Can't think at all. Let me neutral. Oh, that's gonna kill me.
Trauma detected.
That almost killed me right there. Ho-ho. We need to neutralize this Wade guy by blasting his helmet off first. There we go. But Mandy says, I feel old AF for some reason. The last 2 years have flown by, and I had brain fog bad after my first round of COVID. I feel like it lasted over a year, or maybe never left. I just adapted. That's kind of how I feel like. Like, my brain fog used to be really bad. It's still there, though. I feel like it's worse than pre-COVID, but... like, dang, dude. I got so pissed the first time I got COVID. It was specifically... I got it from the office, too. It was like... This was back when my... the company I used to work for... Me and, Appy's old... I guess Appy's current company. My old company. But, they were trying to transition us from work from home to an office. And that's like the whole reason I got sick. That is the whole reason I got sick.
You have been promoted to group leader.
Like 5 of us got sick in the office at once. I got it from somebody.
Another agent has joined your group.
Annoying. Can you imagine getting brain fog for like a year? And for what? A company that doesn't care? That's how I felt about it. It's like, dude. It's one thing if I was doing something meaningful. It's another thing if it's like, I'm coming into the office for no reason. To do the exact same thing I would have done at home. And now I'm sick. Just because people wanted to see me sit in my chair. Kind of crazy. Anyways, but have you had it? I've answered this once. It's been 2 years since we met. I can't believe this. Where does the time go? So true. So true. Where does the time go? 2 whole years. 2 whole years. Amazing. Truly. I don't know. I got COVID twice. But the second time I got it was after I moved back home to where I'm currently at. So it wasn't like recent. Or sorry, I can't think of it. It was recent. It happened in like June, I think, of this past year. Actually, that's almost a year ago now. Never mind. I guess that's not really recent now that I say it out loud. It's like almost a year ago, but you understand. Like one of my friends was telling me like time goes by faster as an adult when you like get into a routine of doing stuff, because time used to go by slower when you were younger because you would always be like doing new things, and the new things made it seem like time is longer or something like that. I don't know if that's true. I'm kind of inclined to believe it. I don't know if it's true, but sounds like it could be about right. Seems that way. I believe it. But Mandy says, I think some of it is psychological, because when you're young, you have decades upon decades left. I suppose. But when you get up to 30, you're like, wow, I could be done with half my life, yeah. Like, wow. Time is blazing. Blazing by. Depending on when I die, yeah. Dude, I found out recently through Instagram that like one of my this group of sisters that I went to high school with, one of the sisters passed. It's like, damn. Crazy. I don't know what age she passed at, but I'm like, dude. She definitely wasn't 30, I can tell you that much. She's, if I had to guess, she's probably in her 20s. She might have even been in her teens, I'm not sure. But I didn't learn until, like, kind of recently. Like, what the hell? She passed? She died already? Crazy. But Mandy says every moment starts to matter more. And yeah, when you start having people you know die, mortality gets more real too, yeah. Like, oh no. And welcome into Dre. Dre, we are discussing existential life crises. Welcome in. Dre, do you feel old? Are you feeling like the years are slipping through your fingers? Do you feel like you're at the midpoint of your life? And soon you'll be at the retirement home. Perchance. But Mandy says, we could go at any time. I don't know how people exist with this anxiety. Yeah. I don't know either. I try not to think about it. That's the kind of thing that, like, I'm glad I have a consistent sleep schedule, or mostly consistent sleep schedule now, because, like, I knock out, or at least I get tired at roughly the same time every night, but, like, dude. When I do stay awake, it's so painful. To just be stuck in my head thinking about, like, wow, I'm, like, getting older, and I mean, being an astronaut is out the window. You know, stuff like that. Like, it's not gonna happen anymore. Oh, but nice job. Nice job.
Search that computer and pocket whatever useful data you can find.
I don't know. What would you like to do with your life, Mandy? Or, like, where, if you could be the most, like, ideal, living the most ideal life for yourself, what would that look like? What would that look like for you? I think, for me at least, ideally, hold on. I'd love to help you, Wubba, but unfortunately, if I go too far, I am dead. I'm gonna try to revive this guy. That was so lucky. He just went behind the barricade. Nice. Move out of there. Ooh! That almost killed me. That might kill Wubba over there. I don't know. Oh, yep, that killed him. Crazy. At least he died somewhere I could revive him. Just a second. Damn, dude. Oh, there we go, there we go. Yeah, I think we're good. I don't know where that OP guy is. Oh, he's right upstairs. Anyways. But Mandy says, I try to distract myself from these thoughts, among others, LOL, and I feel like my options are so much more limited now. Oh no! I feel like I just want to feel genuinely content, but it's hard. Oh, Wubba says sorry. You're good. Oh, wow. I want to feel genuinely content, but it's hard in the world right now where the future feels so uncertain. I won't get into that on stream, but yeah, it makes it difficult. Taku in the line of fire reading chats. I used to not be able to do it, and like sometimes I can't, you know. Sometimes it's like it's too hot. I can't be reading chats at the same time, but like I don't know. I just try to keep a mental note of like when I have a moment to look away. Kind of play games out of the corner of my eye. Some of it's not too bad too. I mean, it's like ultimately I just aim at it and I just hold fire, you know. Not too bad. I'll just be staring at it anyways, you know. But I'm amazed that anyone can game while talking, like using two parts of your brain simultaneously, and mine sucks at it. No. I mean, it's like a learned ability. I don't know if it's necessarily like, I don't know if I necessarily call it like natural talent. It takes a bit of practice. It takes a little bit of practice. But it's no big deal. I mean, the whole point of me even playing this game today was to chat with, chatting with you, man. It's the whole point. Is that this is a chatting stream. The whole reason we are here is to chat. This game is secondary today. I feel like the chatting is primary most days anyways, but today it's specifically chatting. But yeah, I've been kind of vibing Sundays lately. I feel like it's been good. The whole, I mean, I said this before, but like the whole point of the Sunday streams now is like a dedicated time specifically to chat, so that if anybody wanted to have like really like drawn out discussions about something, then Sundays is a good time. I mean, any day is a good time, but unless I'm like right in the middle of like heavy story stuff in KCD2 or something, then that's not a great time. But for the most part, it's a good time. And today is a dedicated time, so. The chill Sunday stream is nice. So true. So true. I try to keep it pretty casual. I don't really have an end time. Like, I commit to, like, starting at the usual Saturday time on Sunday. But I only commit to being here for, like, an hour. I kind of vibe the rest based on, like, if people want to keep talking, how I'm feeling. I can go longer. But it's just kind of, like, it's very largely, like, up to us, I suppose. Whether you guys want to keep chatting, whether you want to keep chatting, whether I'm hungry. Up to you guys. I mean, this is Sundays. I'm pretty much doing what I would have been doing off stream anyways. I'm just like giving a moment for people for all of us to chat about whatever. So, like, I would have been playing this game off stream anyways, or I would be. Oh, you know, I was watching this video on YouTube yesterday. There was like this documentary about like, I think it's like 16 kids or something that went missing back in like, I think it might have been like the 1970s or something. I don't know exactly what year this was. It was like in the 1900s, late 1900s. But so as I understand, there was this whole documentary about like these like elementary school kids went to like a pool, and then they were gonna be like shuttled back by bus for their parents to come like pick them up, and the bus never arrived. So the parents started freaking out, the cops started freaking out, the FBI got involved. It turned into like a nationwide manhunt or something to try to find where these kids went, and they eventually found the bus where that the kids were being like taken in, but they didn't find the kids, and they didn't find any like traces of where they could go, because there's no like footsteps or anything. They just found the bus in the middle of like the forest. So the story has like a semi-good, semi-bad ending. So in reality, what happened is to start the story from the beginning, there's these like this, I think it's like three rich kids, or I say kids, but they were like 30. There are these, okay, sorry. The kids of the the sons. You saw the documentary? It was wild.
Neutralize those assholes.
The sons of these like rich families, like the families were cutting them off because the sons weren't doing like anything profitable with their lives, and then the sons had hatched this plan to like to kidnap a bunch of kids for ransom, and then they like put the kids in like this underground bunker. You remember this, but barely? I only found out about it yesterday. It was whack. It was so whack. They put them in the bunker? The one where they put them in the bunker, right? And then the bunker like almost collapsed.
Viewpoint is back under control.
So, I don't know when you saw this. About a year ago, True Crime Doc. Okay. About a year... Watched it about a year ago. Maybe it was on streaming service. I watched it on YouTube. But supposedly, like... They were... What was it? All the kids were eventually... They managed to get out and they got rescued. Shall we... I'll just leave this group. They managed to get rescued, but... Are you gonna rewatch? Okay. It was so good. I don't know if I should spoil it for you then. But there was kind of like modern day updates to what happened to like the kids now that they're like adults. Spoil it, it's fine. So one of like the main girls that was like kidnapped, she it was something like when the kidnappers went to court, the law at the time, it was something like if they could prove bodily harm, then if they could prove bodily harm in California, then that would turn into, that would up the charges that the kidnappers were under from life in prison with parole to life in prison without parole. And sorry, the notification was quick, but your message is I might agree with you. Anyways, but I lost my train of thought. Oh, so if they got a if they could prove in court that the kids were harmed, that would up the charges to the kidnappers from life in prison with parole, with the possibility of parole. It would change it to life in prison without the possibility of parole. So they were trying to prove bodily harm. Okay. But, and initially, when the case first went to court, the prosecution did manage to prove bodily harm. So the 3 kidnappers were supposed to be life in jail without parole. But then, a few years later, the lawyer, the defense lawyer for the kidnappers, had appealed the bodily harm statement to try to get them parole. So, in around 2022, 2023, 2 of the... Actually, no. As of like 2023, I think all 3 kidnappers are now out on parole, having served in jail for like 36 years or something like that. They're all on parole. I think 2 got parole earlier than the 3rd one because the 2 had good behavior. The 3rd one didn't have good behavior, but he eventually got out too. And what's sad is that there's this one lady that supposedly, according to the YouTube documentary, she do you remember where this took place? I can look through my YouTube history to try to find it. I can send you the video too. But one of the girls that was kidnapped, she's an adult now. And she would go to like every parole hearing for the kidnappers to make sure that the public remembers what the kidnappers did to her, so that to ensure that they remain no parole. But ultimately, all three of them got parole. So it's really sad because supposedly she was like, she couldn't really cope with knowing that what she felt her life's goal was. She believed she failed at her life's goal to keep them in jail. So she turned to like drugs and alcohol, and then she died kind of recently. Supposedly her like cause of death was not like publicly revealed, but her having turned to drugs and alcohol was public knowledge as of the YouTube video. I'm gonna find you the video. Hold on. It's like in my kind of recent history. Let's see. Where is that? I was watching this video. Victoria Justice. Have you ever seen Victorious on Nickelodeon? For some reason on my feed, I got a post from Victoria Justice, where it's called like visiting the Victoria soundstage. It's pretty interesting. I mean, she's really just walking around like an empty building basically, but it's really interesting because she's like talking about where her like where she used to record certain sets, and here was like where the cast members ate lunch, and here's where my like dressing room was, and blah blah blah. It's all empty, like completely empty rooms, but it was pretty cool. Hold on, where did I put that? Oh, there it is. I found it. Here it is. Let me send this your way. There you go. All right. If you wanted to check it out. But thanks, Taku. I'm so watching this today. You are welcome. Thank you. Sorry, I'm kind of far behind on other chats. Mandy also says I've been bed rotting this whole time, and whether I'm hungry. I will say watching this gameplay is getting me excited to go play a game later, probably Monster Hunter Stories 3. Let's go. I wish I could play FPS. Technically, actually, this is third person shooter. Well, I guess you did say this was FPS, but you understand. But no, I think this game is about as simple or as hard as you want to make it, because ultimately, like, you just take cover, peek out, shoot. If you start running low on health, you just cover back, and then you just change your armor plate, and then you're good. And then, if you're having problems with like DPS or armor, you either change the difficulty or you change your build. And for me personally, I do like homebrew builds. I don't like looking at guides for builds. I think it kind of takes the fun out of it. So you can just like, you know, change your build. Totally fine. But I wish I could play shooter games. Honestly, seems so satisfying. This game is really, really satisfying. It's really, really satisfying. And especially if you like, as I understand, like some of these locations I actually do recognize back when I was in Boy Scouts and we went to visit like near the Washington DC area. But what's really nice is that some of these places, like that museum, the Air and Space Museum that we were just playing in, I do actually like vaguely remember standing in it in real life. Like the world is very, very detailed. Like, yeah, there's a lot of like gun stuff going on, but like the museums, dude. Yeah, let me show you something. Check this out. I'm gonna show you something. I think you'll like this. I think you will like this. Did I ever show you the zoo? Well, Mandy says that was a cool thing about The Last of Us because some of it took place in SLC. Ah, And I love when games showcase IRL locations. So true. So true. It's really cool to see like a real life location like gamified, you know? Especially somewhere you've actually been. But The Last of Us show kind of ruined the game's mystique for me. I watched season 1 and then I went like... You watched season 2, right? Like all of it? I'm kind of unsure about... I don't know who else is listening to us. So I'm kind of unsure about how much I should... I'll never get those hours back.
The priority is to neutralize Emmeline's shot.
So without... Just in case someone out there hasn't seen the show or the game, I'm going to be kind of vague about it. But like... You remember in season 2, like episode 3, where they were just in mourning the whole time? And it was just like... Nothing happened. That was the end for me. That's when I turned it off. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm just getting my time wasted. Actually, no, I might have did one more episode after that. Now that I think about it. But like, yeah, I was like, dude, I'm not getting these hours back. The moment it turned into a filler episode on episode 3, episode 3 being a filler episode, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I don't want to watch this. I'm gonna go do something else. Season 1 was good, though. Season 1 was really good. Season 2 was like, I know this is filler. You can't fool me. This is filler. Anyways, check out the zoo. Check it out, Mandy. So you got the National Zoo, beautifully recreated. I don't know if this is true. True to life. But not only that, right? I mean, like, yeah, you can go around and, like, shoot enemies and such. But they actually have fully detailed, like, exhibits. Like, not all the animals are, like, in the exhibit. Because, you know, there's not really anyone to take care of the animals. Because it's been taken over by these hostile forces. But if you wanted to, like, look at, like, the displays that they used to be in, if you want to, like, look at all, like, the animal facts and whatnot, it's all there. The whole thing is there. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to, like, go through the place. It's kind of like going on a museum or zoo tour with your friends without having to leave home. The sad part is that there's not really many animals, but you know, you win some, you lose some, I guess. I don't know. Do you understand? But you were lucky and smart for stopping. I think I liked episode 1 of season 2, and that's it. Episode 1 was good. I liked that Caitlyn girl, or whatever her name was. I don't remember what the actress' name was, but the girl they picked for Abby, I thought she was really good. But yeah, I never finished it. Never did. But how do you feel about IRL zoos? I always end up feeling kind of bad for the animals. Oh, sister's calling. All right. Hope you enjoy time talking to your sister. Hope you enjoy. Say hello to Mandy sis for me. Taku says hello. Can I even... How the hell do you... What? Oh. Sorry, the pathing was weird. I don't play this mission too often. Anyways. But I do kind of feel bad for the animals, though, I will say. I do kind of feel bad for the animals. Wow. Yeah. I think overall I feel bad for the animals. I kind of see, like, the benefit of it sometimes, but, like... Yeah. I get you. I feel like I'm more likely to feel bad for mammals than I am for, like, fish, though. I know that's a weird distinction, but... Damn it, that killed me.
Agent deceased.
Oh, actually, let's go play with this guy. He's playing on Legendary.
Accepting backup request.
Oh, wait. I don't know if I'll survive. I don't know if I'll survive this. I got heroic and legendary mixed up. I don't know if I'm gonna live. I can try.
Immediate
Yep.
medical assistance needed.
Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. I made a mistake. Let's, you know, let's not. Let's not do that. That's, it's a little sketch, actually. I want to join an existing one, though, you know? If at all possible, I would like to join someone's existing thing. Because replaying the whole... Like, the zoo is a long mission. It's not like 2 seconds. This mission is long. Actually, you know what? Let's... Let me stop the matchmaking. Let me see if I can just go back to DC. I also gotta see what... Is lunch here? Lunch is not here yet. I think I'll play random stuff up until I have to eat lunch, I guess. That'll be my breakpoint.
Safe area entered.
Speaking of breakpoint, I really wanted to get Ghost Recon Wildlands and Breakpoint on sale. But alas, I missed it. Okay, which one didn't I find? I know there's one of these. One of these classified assignments is not... Like, I didn't find it yet. Oh, it's right. This is one. It's this one. Investigate the disappearance of Shade Agent Shapera in True Sun's territory. Let's move there first. That way we can listen to what Manny has to say. This is like the one of the few story missions I didn't do yet. I didn't even hit the Battle for Brooklyn DLC yet. I gotta work on that too. Maybe today.
Agent, Isaac has been compiling shade data fragments, tracking down glitches on the network. And it looks like we got a hit. The last known movements of Agent Monica Shapera. She went dark about a week ago. She was working east of the Liberty's Call safe house. If you get close, I think Isaac can triangulate her location.
Excellent. Sounds excellent. Okay. I'm ready. I kind of want to try that backpack on. That would do wonders for my survivability. I kind of lose on the benefits of my current build though a little bit. Maybe I should use it with a different build. I think that's what I'll do. The current build is actually pretty good. It's not going to get me through heroic or anything, but it'll get me through challenging just easy.
Incoming hostiles detected.
We might as well do this territory control. I'm already standing here.
Access key detected.
Oh, nice.
Serious trauma.
Nice. Alright. Where's the gear stash? Oh. I really like the hive. I hate how you have to pick it up, though. Picking it up is annoying. I mean, you can just, like... You can hold the button to destroy it, but then you have to wait an even longer cooldown. At which point, you might as well just go pick it up, you know? So... You get it.
Classified assignment location detected.
Classified assignment location detected. I bet it's this building. This garden, whatever. No? Or is it underground? Probably, surely not. Surely not. Oh, let's do it. Let's go underground. You know, if all else fails, at least we might find a key. I don't know why keys are in the sewer, though. It's so weird. I kind of like it, but I'm also like, why are there keys down here? Of all places for your chest keys to be, why is every faction just putting them down in the sewer? So strange. Yeah, this probably isn't the right way. I don't know what this is, though. Some underground fighting area? I'm gonna get out of here. That's for a mission that I'm not on, probably. Can you put special ammo with the pistol? Oh, you can! I don't think I've ever done that before. Wow. You learn something new every day. I gotta pee. In real life. I guess that goes without saying, but... Oh, wait a second. This must be one of the boxes. There's a very obvious yellow cable. Is it, though? I don't know. The yellow cable kind of makes it seem like... Or maybe that's the power box. I don't know. Whatever. Whatever it is... Oh, there it is! I was about to say, wherever it is, it's not down here. And there it is. Are you kidding me? Do I not own the DLC? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Ubisoft? I actually have enough premium credits for this. Are you kidding me? Damn. That's too bad. Well. Guess we're never playing that, huh? That's too bad. Truly. That is too bad. Do I not have all the add-ons? Pretty sure I do. Maybe not all the add-ons, but I have the Ultimate Edition. Well, at least we know where it is. Guess we're never doing that one. Is there anything else I need? I don't think so. Alright, I'm just gonna matchmake into random stuff. Actually, hold on. Who's online? Oh. Oh. They're playing Manning National Zoo, but they don't have any room. Damn. That's too bad. That is too bad. Okay, let's Dude, my stomach is growling right now. Let's go find something to do, shall we, fellas? How much... Wait. Sorry, hold on. Let me... I'm gonna delete some of this. There you go. Some of these are just whatever, you know? Some of these are just whatever. I think we'll do a countdown. And then I'll see how I'm feeling after that. By the time I'm done with the countdown... Oh, hold on. I was about to say, by the time I'm done with countdown, lunch will probably arrive. As I was saying that, lunch has arrived. But Mandy says my sister and I are going to go get pizza. Let's go! I hope you enjoy your pizza, Mandy. Hope you enjoy. I think I too. Pizza crew. I too must eat my pizza. I guess I'll just end here, I guess. Now's a good time. Otherwise, I'm going to play one more and my pizza's going to get cold. So I should probably eat now. But thank you, Mandy. Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your afternoon/night. Say hello to your sister for me. And I hope you enjoy yours. Thanks for Stream Taku Fun Chats. Thank you, Mandy. Thank you. It's very nice to see you. Very nice to see you. Fun chatting. Hope to see you tomorrow. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. I hope you have a good pizza. And I'll catch you tomorrow, maybe. See you tomorrow. Thank you, Mandy. See you tomorrow. And let me know what you think about the about that YouTube documentary. I'll just end here. But good night, everybody. Thank you to Mandy, Patriot, Dre, Ghosty. Thank you, guys. I'll catch you guys on Monday. Good night, everybody.